So we have come to Zephaniah's home. And the kids have gone to school, but they should be coming home for lunch. And so, like I explained last time, this man was doing quite well. He had a plan and he built himself a big house. But before it could be finished, trouble befell him. He was bitten by a stroke, and his wife also got sick. She's having a big stomach like Joshua's. Unatoka kulima?
Hapana, hata siwezi kulima. Sasa natoka kuomba mtu ampeo tukaunga ikiwa watoto uji.
Oh, utengenezee watoto uji. Oh, kwa sababu wako karibu kuja lunch. Wapi kaunga ambako umepewa?
Koko kidogo.
So she just went. She went to ask for some flour to make porridge for the kids who were just about to come home for lunch. Kumbe huyu anaitwa nani?
Anaitwa Charlotte, ndio.
Oh, Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte. Okay. So her neighbor gave her a little bit of flour. Just that. It's enough to make some porridge for the kids who are at school and they should be coming home for lunch. Watoto bado wadudu inawasumbua.
Sasa mwenye ako class 5 huyu ndio bado namsumbua sana.
Nani huyo?
Wesley Tabali.
Huh?
Wesley.
Oh, Wesley. Okay. So Wesley is the one still being affected more than the rest. And so as we know, kumbe jina ulisema ni
nini?
Yeah.
Lena Asasi.
Elena. Lena has a heart condition. She doesn't believe it herself. But when you look at the signs, the symptoms, the big stomach, her stomach is just big. And then and it's hard. It is hard like a ball. And so this stomach and the fact that she doesn't have strength to do anything really is like Joshua's. And she has a Joshua condition. And like, as we know, Joshua was lucky. He was operated on. He has been discharged. We should be seeing him next week back home and in good shape. And Lena needs help in the like manner. I know sometimes, guys, these things they look like this. It's just too much. And it's true. This is just too much, looking at Joshua and how he was moving around with his mother, trying to beg, the big stomach. It's just a bit too much. But praise God. God makes a way. So we're lucky to have them, and they're lucky to have us. And should be helping them. They will, in the best way we can. So the car is making noise. Oh, it stopped. Okay. And so so the house is so big it wasn't completed, like I said, because trouble befell the man Zephaniah. Is it Zephaniah? Kumbe panaka anaitwa Zephaniah ama Daniel?
David.
Oh, David. She's Zephaniah. Zephaniah ni yule mgonjwa walileta hapa. Oh, so this name is David. And so David got into trouble, and so he couldn't complete his house. And so here they are, unwell and jiggered, and he was bitten by a stroke. Is it being bitten by or suffering a stroke? Either way, when I translated directly from my mother tongue, you said he was bitten by a stroke. But I think the expression in English, maybe you don't say bitten by a stroke. You say he was attacked. Or maybe he was befallen by a stroke. I don't know the right phrase to use, or he got a stroke. When somebody, or he suffered a stroke, I think suffered a stroke makes more sense. When somebody gets a stroke, do we say he was bitten by a stroke, or he suffered a stroke, or he got a stroke? How is that put?
You just say he suffered a stroke.
He suffered. Yeah. Suffered or suffers?
No, you don't suffer from a stroke. You just say he had a stroke.
Oh, he had a stroke. Okay.
Yeah, he had a stroke.
In the Kiswahili and African translation, you say he was bitten by a stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, so I know it's not England, and so that's why sometimes people listen to me and I don't make sense because I say he was bitten by a stroke, and I say a crybaby. A crybaby is not a bad word here. It's like a drama queen. It just means a woman who was full of drama. And a crybaby just means a baby who cries a lot. Yeah. And when I called the other family the crybaby family, we had some people taking issue with me, and I was like, people should stop being petty with me.
Stop being petty and
well,
I'm not going to say the other word.
Being petty, because I said this family is it's a crybaby family. Yeah, and it just means that those babies were allowed to cry. Yeah. It wasn't an insult, or I wasn't being, like rude. And we had gone there to help them, and we blessed them. We really blessed them. Within no time, Tomika brought money, and we went there, and they were not even very grateful. The father wasn't very grateful for all the things he had received.
Some people who watch those videos just find a way, just find things just to complain about and just talk negative about. So I wouldn't even worry about them.
People are very funny. Because how could somebody find fault in me just casually saying, oh, these crybabies? And it's just kids who really cried. And that is it. And my interpretation of it is just like a child who loves to cry. And it's not a bad thing, because they're still kids. They can cry though they want, but we jig-dug them anyway. So he got a stroke, and it affected his hand. It's bent, and he used to sell things on Luanda market. Kumbe ulikuwa unauza nini, David?
Malimali.
Oh, he was a hawker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was doing hawking, and it helped him build a house. So ulitoa huko kitu tukajenga hii nyumba.
Tengeneza ni kibanda tu kubwa.
Oh, yeah, alikuwa na kibanda.
Alikuwa na kibanda, ilikuwa na kiberiti.
Okay. So he had a stall, and his stall had quite a stock. And so this truck messed him up. And then we came home, and the wife is now sick. So it's just a family that's just in need of our help. And I know that God will open the way for us to bless him. Okay.